my beautiful yoga peeps. Today's session, I'm going to continue talking about how-to and benefits of poses. Today we're going to explore side bends and back bends. Side bends are fantastic to elongate your side muscles and also improve your posture. And the back bends are really helping with those who have a chronic back pain and also aids digestion. But it's really important when doing a side bends and back bends to do them correctly, because form is everything in yoga. So we're gonna start with the side bends. So finding yourself in a mountain pose. As always, remember, feet are pointing forward, knees are slightly soft, pelvis tilted forward. So in this position, we're going to bring arms up, inhale and exhaling down. So make sure you have a correct form. All the way from ear to the ankle, nice, beautiful straight line. So we're gonna do a few flowing mountains just to warm up arms. And then here, start slowly going into a back bend. So when you're coming into a back bend, you have to make sure that your neck and spine aligned, and only when you are holding your breathing, you can really bend back. You do not want to continue inhaling and bending. So inhale, hold your breath, keep your neck and spine aligned, coming into a back bend. And then gently release. Inhaling up, hold your breathing, and release. Just a few more times. You can experiment with going a little bit farther, but always remember, know your body best. So that was unsupported back bend, which means that really need to be very mindful of leading with your neck, with your shoulder, sorry, never with your neck, sorry. So make sure that when you're coming back, your neck and spine in alignment, and you're coming into that back bend, your neck and spine aligned. From here, we're gonna come into a side bend. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring one arm alongside your ear. Very important to have that form. Now, reach. On exhalation, tilting to the side. Beautiful. You can always stay here, or you can inhale and reach, and then bend a little bit more. You can stay here, or you can look at the arm above. And gently release. And on the other side, always remember to keep your arm alongside your ear. And release. Another way to do a side bend while standing is bringing both arms up. Bring your hands into your temple fingers and bring them also alongside your ears. Very important as always. Now reach. Inhale. On exhalation, tilt. You can stay here, or inhale, reach. On exhalation, tilt a little bit more. And to the center, and the opposite. And release. Another way to achieve a side bend standing is really elongating your side, is to bring your arms up. Now, reaching with one hand, you're going to reach, elongate, get a hold of your wrist, and start bending to the side. And release. And now reach and bend. And gently release. These muscles feel really good when you are doing the stretches, but do them correctly is even more important. Now, bring ourselves into a correct back bend supported. So to support your lower back, you want to make sure that you're not covering yourself here, that you either here or you are here. You are leaving this area for bending. As always, leading with your shoulders and never with your neck. Start taking yourself back as far as your body will let you. And only when you come to the farthest expression, only when you're ready, only then, on exhalation, taking your head all the way back. Gently release, and one more time. Remember, leading with your shoulders. And release, and always, always counteract your back bend with a forward fold. You want to stretch those muscles. You can also get a hold of your elbows and rock from side to side, pausing here to really stretch those muscles. And gently release. Now, these are the side bends and the back bends to do standing up. There's also many ways to stretch and do a back bend and side bends on the floor. So starting with a staff pose. So in here, bringing your hands behind you, fingers are pointing forward. And only slight tilt of your pelvis. And not taking your head back, but looking up will give you a wonderful back bend. And gently release. You can take your hands farther behind you. Now, taking your heart forward, and now you can take your head all the way back. And gently release. And of course, fish is a great way to bring yourself into a back bend. Finding yourself on the forearms. Again, leading with your heart. On exhalation, taking your head all the way back. And gently release. Always counteracting your back bend with a forward fold. Gently release. Cat and cows are a fantastic back bend because it's already giving you a back bend and counteraction to it. So finding yourself in a tabletop. Make sure that from wrist to shoulder, straight line. Knees to the hip, straight line. Concaving your back first, and then lifting your head creates that nice back bend. You're going to inhale, and then rounding up, lowering your head down, exhale. So it becomes a flow, and you're following it. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Now, the great release for a back bend when you are on the floor is a child's pose. So make sure to stretch out into it. Now, while in a child pose is a great opportunity to have your side stretches. So looking at your hands, inhale, you're gonna walk your arms to the side, and then exhale, release. Feeling that nice stretch on the side. And to the center, and the opposite. Now, to make your stretch even more pronounced, you can bring one hand on top of the other, and that's gonna take your side stretch even farther. Now, another great back bend is the locust. Finding yourself on the floor with your arms alongside your body. Lifting your arms and legs. And as always, remember, when your heart is lifted, you take an inhalation. And exhaling down. You can stay here. Feel that stretch. Remember, form is important. And as always, child's pose to counteract it. You can achieve a wonderful side stretch in a sitting position by opening your legs wider. So I already did a video where we did a forward bend from this position. So you can combine the forward bend and a side bend. Once again, form is very important. So you want to find yourself pelvis tilted forward. Bring one arm behind your back just to keep your shoulder aligned. Bringing a hand on the inside and start lowering yourself. Now, the modification here will be getting hold of the strap. So you can put a strap around your foot and get a hold of the strap and hold it here. So go as far as your body will let you. And the shoulder is an indicator. So when you start coming forward, you know you reached your potential there. So make sure to keep it open as far as your body will let you. Now from here, this is the important part, to keep your arm alongside your ear and go as far as your body will let you. So even if you are here, stop. Make sure that this is not really stretching your side. You're just trying to reach your hand, which is not really doing a form any justice. So make sure that you are keeping it aligned by your ear as far as possible. And gently release. And it really is a fantastic side stretch. And the same thing on the other side. Always open your shoulder back just to find that indicator. Start lowering down. Go as far as your body will let you. And remember, you can always, if you do not have a strap, you can hold on to your shin or your ankle. But you can put a towel around your foot. Anything that can help you reach farther. Once you're there, keeping your arm alongside your ear, start coming to the side. And gently release. Now, another good stretch that's not really a side bend, but a little bit of a forward fold, but it will help you counteract it. When you find yourself in a side bend, is to turn forward and stretch. Just to relieve a little bit of that muscle that you just stretched. And gently release. Now, a camel is a great back bend, but you have to be really careful with a camel because it is a little bit of a pose that extending your back a little bit too far. So you can do a modified camel. Remember, supporting your lower back, leading with your shoulders. Start taking yourself back and then taking your head all the way back. And gently release. Now you can keep your feet down or you can come on your toes. I personally like to keep my feet down, but it is a personal preference. So you can modify it by bringing your hand to the heel of the same or the opposite foot and reach. And on the other side. And of course, if your flexibility allows you, you can hold on to both heels and take yourself into a full camel. You can either stay here where I was, put the block, or you can bring the heels closer to you and hold on to your heels. And always, always, always remember, counteraction is a forward bend. In this case, is a child's pose. You can open your knees a little bit wider. It becomes also a great hip opener. And gently release. Ooh, this feels wonderful. You can combine the sequence I just did with my video of the beginning and the ending stretch. You can begin and stretch, do this, and then end the practice. Find yourself in a comfortable sitting position. The highest in me honors the highest in you. See kindness, speak kindness, be kind. Namaste. Satnam.